Hello dear people, let me introduce you this review video in which I portray you my own thoughts on the sequel of all Doom series, Doom 4. First, to point it out clearly, these are only personal impressions of how the game could look like in the future. So, let's start with Resurrection of Evil. Based on the ending of Doom add-on, I think the story will be continued with more evil inspirations, but this time maybe we'll have to take on the devil himself, who'll still be relentlessly trying to destroy Earth and taking over the universe with the powers of hell.
Return what is ours.
The remaining of Vitruga's skull could already represent the key for giving eventual ideas for the story of the sequel. As for sure, the figure models will be much different than those of the predecessors. The main part of the models will follow the ideal of the skeleton. Being capable of firing rocket missiles and punching like he would serve someone a fried chicken. Beyond that, I imagine armored zombies who are much more flexible and way faster than the older ones. Reason for such potential revisions could be higher expectations of the fans and also the expansion of creativity on the part of the creators. Of course, a great and overwhelming potential of new game graphics and physics will be presented to the players with likely more accurate and realistic game textures and also figure proportions. The players will notice a fundamental graphical change in the outcome. I predict a crucial contrast to other ID and Bethesda productions like Rage or also the Doom series in terms of physics, and as a result the character body movements. As we observed in all those games, the protagonist so far has not yet as limited freedom of movement as we experience it all day in real life.
TV show.
In fact, the character even seemed to be able to do as he wanted with his freedom of movement. Yet how unrealistic. As soon as we get to see physics as they are developed in shooters like Battlefield for example, actually then we finally are supposed to approve of our game with realistic physics.
Nice little escort mission. I like how they just said his name's husband. They didn't really change it or anything. Reach the rooftop. It's not gonna be easy, and you know it. We've got no choice now.
The online mode is yet another question. Will it be the same as always? Senseless deathmatch and teamfights in earthbound and boring combat style? This time I expect online mode to be more interesting. For example, the online gamers may now have the chance to improve their tactics and sports skills on training maps, or in other words, parkour maps, where anyone has all freedom to move around and an interactive voice is guiding anyone through the map, showing perfect hiding places or teaching how to be faster than the opponents online. That's all I wanted to present out of my whole mind map of ideas and impressions of how the Doom 4 gameplay might look like for me in the release date of 2015. If you'd like me to add more of my hopes and ideas of Doom 4, just let me know. Thanks for watching.